Hi, Verbling. My name's Michaela. I'm from Phoenix, Arizona. And today we're talking about Mars and space. We'll be discussing what you guys think of possibly living on Mars and reading an article all about it. If you guys have any questions or comments from this class or want to suggest a topic for future classes, let me know on Facebook. I'll put my Facebook name in the chat box for you. I also still have a few tutoring sessions open this week and plenty more open next week. If you're looking for one-on-one help, just go to my profile and schedule a session, or send me a message and ask me a little more about it. I'll also send you the article for class today. The article is in the chat box, so you can load that up, take a look over it, and we'll start discussing it soon. I have thought long and hard about whether I would go to Mars, and although it sounds like an amazing opportunity, I'm not sure I would go. There's a lot of drawbacks. Today we're going to be discussing all of those benefits and drawbacks about living in Mars. As soon as we get a couple other people in class, we'll begin to discuss. In the meantime, I'll screen share the article for you guys. Here it is. So it's called 78,000 Apply for a Private Mars Colony Project. That's a lot of people. So it's a pretty popular idea, but it's definitely a pretty big decision. I want to hear about what you guys would do in this situation. We'll also be talking about vocabulary later. There's plenty of excellent advanced vocabulary words in this article here, which is what we'll be talking a little bit about. I was muted this whole time. So why not, Anna? Why would you not want to live on Mars? And let's get some more opinions. Is there anyone out there who would? It would be a really historic opportunity. You'd be famous. There has to be at least one brave English student out there who would want to live on Mars. As soon as we get a couple students in class, we can get this discussion going a little more. But I'll share some of my ideas while we're waiting. I think I would not want to go because I would miss so many things. I would miss a lot from Earth. There are a lot of comforts here. And I think the first one, the most important one for me, would be being able to go outside and run around and Have fun. Hiking. I really like to be outdoors in the sunshine, doing activities, outdoor activities, active things. And I think living on another planet where the atmosphere would not be something I could handle or humans can handle, I think that would really stop me from getting exercise. So for me, I think that's one of the biggest factors when I really think about everything. But of course, there are a lot of reasons. On the other hand, some benefits to going or some advantages would be a totally amazing new experience, something that really few people get to do. And it's kind of cool to think that you have an impact on humanity. Nacho, welcome to class.
Hello, Michaela. I've had some problems to join, but
Too bad. But I'm glad you're here now. So,
thank you.
I think there have been some joining issues recently. If anyone else is having a problem joining class, let me know in the chat box. I can get some tech people working on it. So, tell me, Nacho, would you go live on Mars? Would you apply to be part of a Mars mission and go live there?
Live on Mars. It's a good question. I don't know because I don't know how can be they live in Mars. Maybe I find it a little insulated.
Insulated. What do you mean by insulated?
Insulated. I think if maybe I'm going to be alone, only with the team that I go with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. It might be isolating.
Isolating, yeah. I think it shouldn't be very, very exciting.
Yeah, it definitely would be super exciting and also difficult. It would be both for sure. And we have a comment in the chat box that says, if Mars has a bigger house, I would apply. So maybe people would be more interested in going if there was more people, right? So like going with 20 people is different than going with like 2 people.
Yes.
All right. Do you have the article open?
No.
Okay, I'll put the link in the chat box for you if you need it.
Okay. Yes, I have. I got it.
Excellent. All right, so we're going to read this article together and talk a little bit more about the pros and cons of this Mars mission.
Okay.
All right, and I'll screen share for anyone else out there who needs it. So now that you have it open, it's called 78,000 Apply for Private Mars Colony Project. So that's pretty straightforward title. What's a colony?
A colony? A colony, I think, is a new village that can be lived by people that goes to a new territory.
Exactly. A small village of people who go to new territory. Great definition. All right. So let's begin to read a little bit of the article. Can you read the first 2 paragraphs for us?
Okay. First 2 paragraphs. Huge numbers of people on Earth are keen to live at the planet forever and seek a new life homesteading on Mars. About 78,000 people have applied to become a Red Planet colonists with the non-profit organization Mars One since its application process opened on April 22, officials announced Tuesday, May 7. Mars One aims to land four people on the red planet in 2023 as the vanguard of permanent colony, with more astronauts arriving every 2 years thereafter.
All right, thanks. Just a quick note on how we say certain things. April 22nd and May 7th.
It is, I knew that, but I thought that it was not correctly written, because don't you have to put that th after the number?
Yeah, usually they'll put an ND or a TH depending, but here they didn't write it. So you have to kind of guess that that's what they mean, April 22nd and May 7th.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Any other questions from those first short 2 paragraphs?
Yes. Seek a new life from standing on Mars.
The word seek?
Seek, yes, the word seek.
Okay, so seek is like to search for. So when they seek a new life, it means they're searching for a new life.
Okay. Searching. Okay.
Any other questions from these short paragraphs?
I have to read quickly the second paragraph because an application these numbers put us right on track for our goal of 500,000 applicants. One of the next paragraph. Okay.
All right, no other questions from these 2?
No.
Okay. I'll read the next one for us. With 78,000 applicants in 2 weeks, this is turning out to be the most desired job in history. Mars One CEO and co-founder Bas Lansdorp said in a statement, "These numbers put us right on track for our goal of 500,000 applicants." So it's the most desired job in history. What do you think, Nacho? What are the benefits of this job, this career? What do you think would be good about going to Mars?
I think going to Mars could be a good adventure life. If someone's like Charlotte to the adventure, it's a good way to get it. But,
True.
I think that most of that people shouldn't apply for the work it would have reasonable, if it would be likely. I think some people only send the apply forms because they know that it's not a real application form.
I see. So most people applied knowing that there's not much of a chance.
Yeah.
Interesting theory. So why do you think people would apply without intending to go to Mars? Just for the fun?
Yes, just for fun and just only maybe for try to get a job, but not necessary to go to Mars.
Mm,
Only, but to to participate in such a interesting adventure, and not only to go.
got it.
I
But would you
guess
apply?
me?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. I I don't need to go to Mars to have an adventure. I think you can find an adventure life near home.
That's true. There are plenty of other ways to get your adventure here on Earth, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I guess that some most of that people, when need would come to the crunch, I don't think they applied because it's very. I guess I think it's should be very dangerous to be the first team of people to go to Mars.
Mm-hmm. Definitely it would be dangerous. And that's a big factor. All right.
No,
Let's
Sabik.
read a couple.
No, Sabik, what did you say? No,
Factor. It's a big factor.
factor, I don't know.
Factor would be something like motivation or reason. Those are synonyms.
Uh,
So,
uh,
factors in my decision to apply would be adventure and fame, maybe, being famous,
yeah,
and glory. But factors in my decision not to apply would be things like being afraid of
yeah.
heights
Hmm.
and things like that. So, just different reasons.
Okay. Hmm.
All right. Can you read two more paragraphs for us?
Okay. Two more paragraphs about. Mm, yes, this is turning out to be the most desired job in history. Mars One estimates that landing for settlers on Mars in 2023 will cost about $6 billion. $6 billion. The Netherlands-based organization plans to pay most of the bills by staging a global reality TV event, with cameras documenting all phases of the mission from astronaut selection to the colonists' first year on the Red Planet, with a Big Brother program.
Yeah.
The application process extends until August the 31st. Anyone at least 18 years of age can apply by submitting to the Mars One website a 1-minute video explaining his or her motivation to become a Red Planet settler. You can also watch other applications videos at the site.
Okay. Any questions from those two paragraphs of vocabulary?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No, I think the vocabulary is clear.
Excellent. So, what do you think of reality TV?
Reality TV. Um, it's something that everybody say that this not, they don't like, but a lot of people, everybody spend time watching on TV.
Yes, totally. Definitely. Everyone is like, oh, that's terrible, but they watch it. They do. They watch hours and hours of it. Do you ever watch reality TV?
Yes. Lately, I think lately I don't. I don't remember anyone. But years ago, when it was the first reality show that they put on TV, I remember that I've used to follow someone. I think the first Big Brother TV program
Mm-hmm.
that I is that I saw in watched in television. I can remember that I follow it every week. Every week, not every day, but every week. I can remember that I followed it every week.
Yeah, that was really popular. Can
Yeah.
you think of any other reality TV shows right now? Anything else you've watched or heard of?
Now I like one. I don't know if it's reality TV. Do you know MasterChef? MasterChef is
Yes, yes,
yeah,
that is like reality TV, I think.
yeah. I like
It's a
MasterChef.
competition, right?
It's a competition about cooking. Yeah.
Do you like to
Uh,
cook?
yes, I like.
Mm.
Mhm.
So you get to learn some tricks while you're kind of watching this competition occur.
Yes, not too much because at least in the Spanish version, they they don't they don't explain the recipes very well.
Mm.
You can see the final result of the dish. You can see it very well, but how they get the dish is not very well explain it because there are always then some websites and some books that you can find it and pay by paying all the recipes. So that's
Ah,
because they don't explain in the program very well.
yeah. So if they don't talk about recipes, what do they focus on?
It's focused on the competition between the guys that are in the program. Um, it's focused on the final result, the judge that they
Hmm.
taste all the dishes and decide who is the winner, who is the one that had to lead the program.
Got it. Interesting.
And
So
some
would you
technicals.
watch? Hmm?
Sorry.
Sorry.
No,
Do you,
and focus also in some um, I don't know fighting between
hmm
the
The drama.
yeah. Hmm.
Do you think you would watch a reality TV show based around this Mars project?
So, yes, of course, I think so. Yes, it could be a good idea. I think it should be very expensive, but if everybody in the world uh, pay for watching the program,
Hmm.
could be a good idea. Yes, but I think it should be very interesting because you can see a team of people, a group of people living in a new planet, in a planet. Yes,
Hmm.
I. You can't, but I can remember the first in 1979 when I was a boy, a child, and I can remember when man goes to the went to the moon the first time.
Wow.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you've really seen a lot of change. It went from the first moon mission to now people might be living on Mars pretty soon.
no. I don't know. I don't think so, but I don't think that now pretty soon can go to Mars. But
So you don't think this mission will really work out well?
no, in in our next future, no.
Yeah, it does seem unlikely, kind of a difficult expedition.
Yeah, I think nowadays it's unlikely. Maybe in the future, in 10 years or 20 years, maybe it could be
Mm-hmm.
possible, but not now. I don't think so.
Could
I
be.
think so. I don't know.
All right, I'm going to read two more paragraphs and then we'll continue talking. So
Okay.
the next two. Mars One charges an application fee which ranges from $5 to $75, depending on the wealth of the applicant's home country. United States citizens pay $38, Lansdorp said. When the application process closes, reviewers will pick 50 to 100 candidates from each of the 300 regions around the world that Mars One has identified. By 2015, this pool will be whittled down to a total of 28 to 40 candidates, officials say. So, look it over for any vocabulary questions you have before we talk more about the ideas here.
Okay. To whittle down, I guess that means to reduce.
Exactly, to reduce. Slowly reduce something. Piece by piece, make it smaller.
Okay. It,
Excellent deduction skills. You really used your context clues to help you understand that term.
yeah. Hmm.
Awesome.
With
All
the
right, no
phrasal
other questions?
verses, with the phrasal verses, for me, it's absolutely necessary to read the context and to.
Yeah, phrasal verbs are really tough. You have to be super like an investigator of the context clues because phrasal verbs rarely have anything to do with other verb meanings.
Hmm. Yeah. I think it's the only way to learn it is on context.
Yup.
To remember them in context, because to remember
Mhm.
them only with the verb is, for me, it's very difficult.
Mhm. So, no other questions from those paragraphs?
No. Okay.
Excellent. Then by now, they've probably already made the pool of candidates much smaller. But they mentioned different countries and who was applying. They said in the US, the cost was $38 to apply. So, what other countries do you think would have a lot of interest in this program? Do
Mm,
you think people in Spain would find this program very interesting or just kind of scary and not really interesting?
no, I think in everywhere people can find it interesting. Maybe not very interesting to pay for applying, but
Yeah, it's a little costly.
yeah, well, from $5 is not a very high amount of money, but to pay $75, I I find it expensive.
Yes, definitely. So it depends on the wealth of the applicant's home country. What countries do you think would pay $5 to
Five
apply?
dollars? I
Yeah,
think
so
that
which countries?
I guess the undeveloped countries.
Mm-hmm. True.
Maybe
And
by
what
$5.
countries do you think would pay $75?
$75, I think the people from United States, Canada, Europe.
But they already said that the people from United States paid $38.
Yes, yes. Why? I
So,
don't understand.
yeah, it's interesting because I would also consider that the US is probably wealthier than lots of countries because they
Yeah.
said it's based on the wealth of the country. So I'm wondering what countries are paying $75. It must be a country that has really significant wealth.
Or maybe about citizens of a country that the organization doesn't want to have.
Yeah, so they're kind of like, oh, well, we don't want them. We're going to make it expensive, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe you're right. Maybe it's an exclusionary tactic. All right.
Who knows?
Yeah. Okay. Will you read the next two paragraphs for us?
Okay, the next two paragraphs starts with this Discord. Yeah, here. Um, yes, this core group will be split into groups of 4, which will train for their one-way Mars mission for about 7 years. Finally, an audience vote will pick one of these groups to be humanity's first visitors to the Red Planet. So far, Mars One has received applications from more than 120 countries, officials said. The United States leads the way with 17,324, followed by China, 10,241, and the United Kingdom, 3,581, Russia, Mexico, Brazil, Canada, Colombia, Argentina, and India round out the top 10.
So we have a lot of participation so far. And the
Yeah.
application process is probably finished by now, but they still have several years before this is a possibility, right?
Mm-hmm.
They said 7 years to train for their Mars mission. Do you think 7 years is a good amount of time to train for a permanent mission to Mars?
Yeah, 7 years I think is a long time. A long time to do. It's like a very high level grade in the university.
Mm-hmm.
Very a lot of activities, practical activities.
Mm-hmm.
But I've understood that it's talk about the one way Mars mission. What does it
Yep.
mean?
A one-way Mars mission means that they're never going to return to Earth. These people will be gone forever.
I don't think a good idea to apply for that.
No?
Maybe you want to go away from something, to keep away from something.
So you think most people who apply will be people who really need to escape something huge, so huge that they need to escape the whole planet.
Yes. They don't
Hello?
find
Hello?
yes.
Oh,
Hello?
hey Ken.
Yes,
Hey.
strange. I stayed class, but maybe invisible.
Well, I couldn't see you for a while, and then because I was screen sharing,
Okay.
I missed
Yeah,
you entering. But
I
tell
I
us what
I
you've
was
been thinking.
kind of Mars colony. Got a one-way trip travel to Mars.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think it's a kind of advert for promoting something.
It's what?
Kind of advertisement of the technology company because I think it's
Uh-huh.
not still not a serious plan because
No?
I think so because I checked the different article several times in the different class
Mm-hmm.
and maybe it seems like they want to promote their kind of technology company or something like that.
I see. So it's a fake. You don't think there's a real intention to go?
Maybe because it's very hard because once you left the earth, you never let return. Maybe,
Yeah, that's pretty big.
yeah, and not nobody do that, so nothing, nobody can expect what's gonna happen next
So
in the
why
in
do you
Mars.
think nobody would want to do that? To get a one-way
I,
ticket to Mars?
I think some of them really want, probably, but it's not for the maybe most people don't want to you know go there on one-way ticket because they want to return to the earth after that,
Mm-hmm.
probably. Yeah.
So you would never consider going?
Yeah. No, no for me. But
Why
yeah,
not?
somebody will go. I just yeah. Well, maybe more concrete plan is better because no one-way ticket is maybe at the beginning they might accept that, but after that it's very difficult to decide to go to Mars in one-way tickets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you think it's a stunt, not a real offer, but just a stunt, like an advertisement stunt.
In my impression with several articles, it seems like that for me. Yeah.
Could be. All right. So, any other comments or questions before we finish up this article?
Maybe
Oh,
they are only looking for the earn money, because if you have, I don't know how if you if there are how many people, they want to, yes, 78,000 people paying paying
Paying the application fee.
the average price of the application about
yeah.
$50. It's almost $4 million.
So you think it's just a scam that they just want to collect money for the applications and then say, "Oh, we decided not to do it."
Could be, who knows? There are a lot of people looking for money in the
Yeah,
world.
it's possible. What do
Yeah,
you
I
think,
saw the
Ken? Could
same.
it be a
Yeah,
scam?
I saw the same thing. Yeah, yeah. Maybe yeah, after reading that part, the application fee, maybe for the promotion and they can collect their application fees as well. So it's
Hmm.
kind of double promotion or double gains for them.
Yeah, yeah. So you guys are skeptics. You don't think it's a real opportunity.
Maybe they need to, if they are serious, they need to add a returning plan to the Earth.
Ah, I see. So you don't think anyone would go for just a one way.
Maybe some people might want, but there are not so many, I guess, in the world.
78,000 people applied, so
Yeah.
78,000 people are considering the opportunity of going one way to Mars.
But in that sense, they are irresponsible because even though they change their mind on Mars, but they won't rescue them. it's a live and death situation, so it's really
Yeah.
stressful.
Yeah, what happens if you get sick on Mars? What if you
Right.
get cancer or something? I guess there's no one to help you, right? There's not like a hospital you can go to.
Right, and maybe someone's changed their mind after that, after
Yeah,
launch
that's
or
what.
after landed on Mars. But they said, oh, but the contract said so you are helpless or something like that. Yeah, it's irresponsible.
What do
Yeah.
you think the reality TV show would be like?
Hmm. In my impression, uh, uh, it couldn't be happen. It couldn't happen. Yeah, it's still pilot plan.
Mm-hmm. All right. Then, Ken, will you read the next two paragraphs? I'll highlight them for you and screen share. So, these two right here.
Mars. Starting with Mars. Okay. Mars 1. Okay. Mars 1 estimates that landing 4 satellites on Mars in 2023 will cost about $6 billion. The Netherlands-based organization plans to pay most of the bills by staging a global reality TV event, with cameras documenting all phases of the mission from astronaut selection to the colonists' first years on the Red Planet. The application process extends until August 31st. Anyone at least 18 years of age can apply, by submitting to the Mars One website a 1-minute video explaining his or her motivation to become a Red Planet settler. You can also watch other applicant videos at the site.
All right. I wish we could see some of those application videos. Now, Joe, what do you think they would say? What do you think a person might say in their application video?
I don't know, but I think something the the goal of the video is to convince to the team that are picking up the people to convince them that you are the best candidate. So I think we can find videos where people are explaining how happy they are to go to Mars. It's the thing that they are always looking for to do. How how easy they are to go to Mars. I guess to pretending that they are the best astronaut that they can find.
All right, sure. Giving them maybe evidence that that person would be a good candidate for being in space.
Yeah.
And Ken, do you agree? What else might you see in those 1-minute videos, do you think?
Maybe I gonna see a idealistic candidate to attract more applicants. Maybe some type of applicants.
All right.
We can't forget that the mission is going to be filmed and to be presented by television. So I think all the candidates should be very, very attractive to the camera, very attractive to the
Ah, that's true. That is usually a requirement for being on reality TV, right?
yeah.
Okay. So, that's the other thing I think that would be difficult. Not only are you going to Mars, but being on reality TV I think would be difficult too. Just being filmed all the time. Ken, would you consider doing a reality TV show here on Earth?
Appearing reality show?
Yeah, like being on a program like Big Brother or Survivor or something like that.
Now, maybe no. In the past, it could be, but I don't want to be famous so much because, or kind of. And actually, my friend appeared at a reality show, and
Really?
after, yeah, kind of matchmaking show. And usually he's a shy guy, very shy guy, but he he said a lot of comical reaction or comical thing at that TV show. So after that, I asked about that to him, and he answered it has a script and plot
Ah. So it's faker than we imagine.
because it's entertainment, so it's a show business,
Mhm.
so there's
Mhm.
no wonder it has a script. But some part of the show could be real, but not all actually, not all parts.
Mhm. All right. Nacho, would you consider doing a reality TV show here on Earth?
To take part in a reality show? Me? Do
Yeah,
you mean?
one
No.
here, not in space.
Yeah, no. I'm not interested in to be famous and to be on TV every time. No.
What if it paid really well?
Sorry? I
What
think
if it
it's
paid really well?
very well. Everybody has a price, but I don't think I'm not interested in. But no, I don't. I can't understand how people like to share his personal life. So I don't like. No, I'm not interested
Mhm. All right.
in to share my life with everybody.
Okay. So we're finishing up this article. Nacho, will you read the two paragraphs I'm highlighting for you? Starting with
Okay.
Mars 1 is a mission.
Mars One is a mission representing all humanity, and its true spirit will be justified only if people from the entire world are represented. Lansdorf said, I'm proud that this is exactly what we see happening. The announcement of Mars One's application flew comes in the middle of the big week of manned Mars exploration. Scientists, engineers, NASA officials, and a range of other red planet exploration advocates are currently meeting in Washington, D.C. for the Humans to Mars Summit, runs through Wednesday, May 8th, the 8th. And today, okay.
And Ken, would you read the very last paragraph for us? It's a short one.
The last one. And today, famed Apollo 11 moonwalker Buzz Aldrin released his new book, Mission to Mars: My Vision for Space Exploration, National Geographic Books, which was written with a veteran space reporter and Space.com columnist, Leonard David.
Okay, any questions from the vocabulary from these paragraphs or anything else in the article so far?
advocates.
Advocate?
Advocates.
Great word. Where is it in these paragraphs?
Kind of the Red Planet exploration advocate.
I see it. Yeah. Okay, so it says Red Planet exploration advocates are currently meeting in Washington. Nacho, what's an advocate? Have you heard that word before?
I think it means to be forced to do something.
You're close. So, advocate usually means a supporter of something. Someone who is a proponent of or vocally supports something. So in this case, we're talking about people who think it's a good idea to continue exploring the red planet and maybe put people there and things like that. Advocate. So Ken, are you an advocate for anything?
I'm advocate for the Obama plan or universal total healthcare in America.
Awesome.
Yeah,
That's good to hear. I'm also an advocate.
Yes. Maybe it's too complicated. American current health insurance system is too complicated and all commercial based. So it should be maybe public interface should be necessary to keep good health plan, in my opinion.
Totally. Nacho, are you an advocate for anything?
Yes, I think for an equal opportunities for everybody to go to the university, for example.
Excellent. All right. So, assuming that this is a real project and it's really going to happen, a one-way trip to Mars, what qualities do you guys think the applicants need to have in order to succeed in that environment? Nacho, can you think of any qualities you think would be necessary for the people going on a one-way mission to Mars?
Yes, I think you should be very weird.
Very what?
Weird.
Brave?
Weird.
Weird. Oh, okay. Weird. All right.
Weird.
What else?
What else? Very brave, of course. You should be very isolated. You should be able to live alone with any family around you. And of course, you have to have a very and you have to be very well healthy, very healthy, because you are not going to have any help if you get sick. And I think you should be young, a young person.
And you said good looking, right? Young and good looking.
Good looking, yeah.
All right.
And you should be an easygoing person, because you have to live with only with other 20 people for all your life.
Yeah.
Difficult.
What if someone got pregnant in space? That would be bad.
Sorry?
Then what? Oh, nothing. I'm just thinking. What if, no. Complex. Too complex. All right. Ken, what kind of qualities do you think these applicants should have in order to undertake a one-way mission to Mars?
Maybe passion for living Mars, kind of a bit geeky, kind of space geek, passion for space, and strong will, strong a body. I think nobody can endure living alone. Probably, yeah, they will have a big problem in Mars after that.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay. Do you guys have any other comments or questions before we wrap up this class?
I like shape your yeah yeah sorry yeah MacBook yeah I like it.
Yes,
Is it
it's
I want to maybe kind of I like that shape.
I think it's pretty cool, but I'll admit that it's sometimes difficult to drink out of.
Oh,
Because
okay.
if you don't like angle it right, then it spills all over you.
But it's cool. Yeah, I want to have it.
I'm glad
Yeah.
you enjoy it. All right, guys. Well, thank you for keeping me company this hour and participating. My next class is on jobs. We're going to be talking all about what makes a job good or bad, and then reading a little bit about some different career options. So I'll see you in the next class or another time. Thanks, guys.
Okay, bye
Bye.
bye.
Bye.